Okay, let's get to it. So I am actually doing this brow tutorial. I started on this eye, it was recording earlier and I don't know what happened, it just all of a sudden just cut off. So here we go. I already put brow powder in here and concealer. So the brow powder that I already used for this side, and I'm going to show you what I've already used. So I use this to define it, and this is to define your line and the arch the way you want. Don't worry about it being nice and neat right now because we're going to clean it up. I put a little bit of brow powder in here. This is my Forever 21 palette that I use, and I use this color right here. Don't use much of the product. I started using this brush right here, and I dipped it in here. This is going to be for the very beginning. We're going to lighten it up, but so far what I did was, like I'm telling you, I've already dipped it in here. I already put it in here, and then I've already used my where's my pencil? I've used my pencil already to fill it in. So you want to get a pencil like this, and you want to get the color that you want for your brows. So I already filled it in, and I put concealer on top. The concealer palette that I've used has the BH Cosmetic 10 Color Corrector Palette. I love these. These help me out really good with my brows, and the colors are right here. And the colors that I'm going to be using is this one and this one mixed together, kind of sort of, for the top and the bottom. So the brush that I'm going to be using is this brush right here. You're going to want to just dip it in like so. I'm just doing it this way so you guys can see like how you dip it in, but I don't have to hold my hands like this. This is just for you to see. I'm going to back out a little bit, and I'm going to just show you. I have a mirror below. Don't worry about how messy it is because, like I said, we're going to clean it up. And you want to go along the line that you perfected with your brow pencil. And then I'm going to use a little bit more product with the colors that I choose that are appropriate for my skin tone. And it should be like the same, a little bit lighter than your foundation. And this is exactly how I apply mine. And then what you're going to want to do is you can use your finger or a blending brush. This is my blending brush. I'm going to back out some so you guys can see. This is my blending brush, and you can get it from any of your stores that you like your brushes from. I think this is a BH Cosmetic brush. So what you want to do is you want to just pull the product down and come over on your eyelid a little bit, and then you can use your finger. This is the only time that I'm using a brush, honestly, is because I'm trying to show you guys. But this is how you would use your finger. And you want to go up on the product. You want to move it up and not move it down. And you can move it left to right, like that. And then this just blends it out, and it gives you a more defined look for your highlight. My brows are nowhere near done right now, so don't be nervous if it doesn't look nice. I'm doing it a little bit darker so you guys just can see the definition in between the two from the steps and the stages. This is a little bit lighter because we have not added all our product yet, and we're going to. So like I'm going back with my Forever 21 palette. This is an eyeshadow palette, and this is good for brows as well, and I love this palette. These are good neutral colors that you can use in between your eyelids right here for any kind of look that you're doing for your eyes. It's really good to start it out and then go in with the rest of your color. So since we're going ahead and filling our brows, I am going to use more of this product to give it a defined look, and then I'm going to go in with more of the concealer. So as you can see, it's coming together a little bit more. I do switch out and go into one more concealer palette. Let me see if I can find it. Here it is. This also is from Forever 21. So I'm just showing you inexpensive ways to go ahead and do your brows. So this is my Forever 21. This is the cream contour palette, and you get the shades that you really feel like that you want to use. The one that I'm going to use is like this burnt orange kind of color. Don't worry about how it looks because it is bright, but I use that, and I'm going to go back in with my BH Cosmetic 10 Color Corrector palette. This is the concealer number 2 palette. Don't get it confused with number 1. Number 1 is a lot lighter. Okay, so I'm going to go back in with this on top of the color that I already selected, which is right here, just to mix them together to give it more of a highlight effect. This is definitely a go-to for me. Like if you wanted to highlight, you don't have to use this for your everyday look, but I'm just showing you how to highlight your brows before you do your makeup and foundation. So don't worry about how it looks. The Forever 21 cream palette is a lot more creamier than the BH Cosmetic. The BH Cosmetic is a lot stiffer. And then you just want to, I'm going to use my finger because this is what I use anyway, and you want to blend the product in. Okay? And then what we're going to do is we're going to define the beginning of this brow right here to make it lighter. Okay? And this is just the beginning of starting to do your makeup. Like if you're getting ready to go out or something, you do your brows first. So I am going to go in with my BH Cosmetic palette one more time in the shade that's next to this one right here. So it's next to the light brown. And like I said, whatever colors are appropriate for you, that's what you're going to want to use. My technique is just to show you so you can get an idea of how to do it. And if you can see the strokes that I'm using, you can just pay attention to that. And this is more of a detailed look. See, it's coming together a lot more better. Now the white areas that's around my eyes is the concealer, and we're going to make it a lot more blended in. So what I'm going to do now is take the same blending brush. It looks like this, so if you have any kind of similar brush, and I'm going to dip it back into the Forever 21 eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to use this. And this is just because we're defining the brows, and you're going to want to just pull the product down to the brow tail, like so. See, and it gives it a more defined look. Then we're going to go ahead and use the same brush. You can blow this brush off and then wipe it on a rag, because we're going to use a lighter color. So the rag that I'm using is the rag that I've always used, and this is just to wipe some of the dark palette color off. This is my rag. Don't worry about how it looks, because I've been doing makeup since yesterday with it. And you just take it and wipe it out. And you can use alcohol spray to get it out, but I don't have time for that right now, so I'm just going to show you. And then we're going to go back in and start to lighten it up. So this is how it really looks. And then we're going to use this color right here to lighten it up. And then you're going to put it right here at the beginning. Then it starts to look like this. Then what I like to do, you don't have to, I like to use an eyeliner to define my tail to make it darker. So this is a black liquid liner. You want to take it and wipe some of the product off, because it does come out a lot. Twist it, and then it looks like this. So I won't put much on the end. And this is just defining your tail of your brow, and it gives you more of that stroke. The brows are matching. They're not going to be identical.